Alright everyone, sorry this video's a little late. I filmed a couple the last few days. They weren't good, I wasn't feeling it. To be honest with you, I'm dealing with a lot right now. I'm dealing with a little maniac that is ripping action figures' heads off their bodies. Riley, do you want to tell everyone what you did while Papa was at work? Where's his body, Riley? Where's his body? Where's the body? Where is it? I haven't been able to recover the body yet from the little psychopath. I'm hoping I will. However, earlier today she gave me this box. I wonder what's in the box. What's in the box?
Saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, David.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box? She's a psychopath. What do I do now? I'm already dealing with a ghost in the house, and now she's tormenting me. But, oh well, she's too cute. There's nothing we can do about it. So, today we are going to go over the comics I bought this week, which, remember how I said I was going to cut back and be more responsible? Well, that lasted as a thought. So we're going to go over those. Then we're going to do a recap of the books I read last week, give them a rating, 1 through 5. I think it should be 1 through 10. And then we'll compare it to the score that is on Comic Geeks. Let's get into it. First off, Cheetah in Cheshire, issue 4. I wish they'd change that name so I could pronounce it correctly. Loving that run, though. Very, very fun run. They are going to steal powers from the Justice League. A whole team of, I think you would call them C-level to D-level villains. Then we got Batgirl, issue 13. I am obsessed with Batgirl all of a sudden. I didn't know how cool Cassandra Cain was, but now I'm going back. I got Dan at the comic shop tracking me down a first appearance of her. So, really, really liking that book. If you haven't read it, I would say try out a trade. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. The art's great and the writing's great. Then we got Batman 3. So they turned a Robin gay. Isn't that cool? It's Tim Drake. I guess, I don't know, has he been gay for a while? Or is this like when they told Iceman he was gay? But, oh well. The book, I'm really enjoying that. I really am liking how Batman's with all 3 Robins. And you just get to see Damian being a little brat. Then, Batman Night Fight. Thought that was a really cool story. Batman died, as we all know, right before the tournament. And he has some kind of dark side boom tube thing that shot him back to another universe and came back alive, and he's kind of in this different time or whatever it is, but there's a group of angry Robins with him telling him that none of that happened. He's just crazy. There was no fight. So yeah, really looking forward to reading that, the rest of the series. Then we got Huck issue 6. I have been loving Huck, but I would say don't buy it. I thought the ending was terrible. I'll give a full review of it next week, but guys, I've been telling you to get out there and buy Huck. Maybe just buy the first series. Don't buy the second series. Damn you, Mark Millar. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, issue 14. I love Moon Knight. Moon Knight has been incredible for 2-3 years. If you aren't reading Moon Knight, I would say it's the second best thing going on in Marvel right now, behind Ultimate Spider-Man. Then, one of you convinced me, The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 15. Love that cover, so wasn't hard to convince me to buy this. We'll see. This is the 3rd time of me dropping and picking back up with Amazing Spider-Man. I've been hearing good things. Let's cross our fingers. Then we got Absolute Superman, issue 13. That is insanely good. The whole Absolute run has been insanely good. other than Absolute Flash. I did drop that. And then we got Absolute Green Lantern, issue 8. Now, that has been a very slow burning book. I have not read this issue yet. I've heard this issue really gets going. Last issue started moving a lot more lore of what's going on there with all the lanterns and different colors of lanterns. So I'm excited to read that. I've heard really, really good things. Then we got Wild Animals, issue 4. This is a very, very cool. The art is really cool in that book. This guy's whole life has kind of just been dog shit. His mother passes away, and he finds out like these cops have kind of been behind everything that has led his life kind of sucking, and he's just at his breaking point. After his mom passes, he decides he's going to go kill these crooked cops. So it's a really, really good book. I'm looking forward to that one. Savager, issue 2. Again, the art in this is insane. It's a very indie book. So this Earth, all these aliens have come down. They kind of infest your bodies and they take you over, but the alien that took him over cannot take full control of him. So that alien is helping him, let him know where other of these animals, of these aliens are, and so he's helping him to avoid ambushes and traps. And that alien seems to just want to kill the other aliens, because if he can't be the top guy, then he wants to take everyone down, apparently. But very cool, very good writing, really, really cool art. The art in that book is top of the line. And then here is a bunch of stuff I bought in the dollar bins or the buy one, get one free at the comic shop on the other side of town. I wish someone would have told me there was road work, because I hate traffic. And yeah, that was about a 2.5 hour trip and about an hour at the comic shop. So boo! But we got a bunch of Detective. Batman Detective, issue 974. Then we got 975. 976. And 977. So that was a little run I could put together. And then we just got some badass covers. They're sort of in a run. I'm missing a couple in this, but 1056. That is a super cool cover. I really like this cover. 58. Yeah, this is one of my favorite comic book illustrators. Although I can't remember his name right now. Jason Lee? Nope, not Jason Lee. I'll write his name. How about that? But yeah, I love that cover. And we got this one, which is also 1058. So I've got 2 of these on accident. I should pay more attention, but I was distracted. I was digging around, crawling around on the ground, going through the bins, while a group of high school kids were mocking the sounds I made, like I'm some kind of animal. Detective Comics, 1059. These detective ones were all out of a, can't remember if it was buy 2, get 1 free, or buy 1, get 1 free. But they were all also a lot cheaper than cover price. Yeah. 1061. As you can see, I love Batman. 1066. So I went there looking just for Ghost Machine books, hoping to find them in their bargain bins, but this was the only one they had. Hornsby and Halo. They had some other Geiger ones, but they had like a lot later issues, and I might go back Sunday and buy all the Hornsby and Halos if I like issue 1. See, that's mature. And then this one, I just randomly saw it, and I thought it was a super cool cover. They're mounted. Pretty cool. But alright, now let's get into reviewing what I read last week. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. If any of you have made it this far, that would be incredible. But here we go. So we read Absolute Batman Annual. I gave this a 4.6. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.6. I'm sure you have seen it all over the social medias. That book was amazing. The first 2 stories were incredible. I don't remember what the third story was, so it must not have been anything great. But yeah, the first 2 stories were amazing. Even if you aren't reading Absolute Batman, that's kind of just a standalone issue you could get right there. And you will be reading it after you read that. That is badass. Then we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Annual. Great book. All the turtles are kind of telling different stories about what they were having to overcome when they were on their own before this new series started. And Raphael just kind of keeps trying to shove in his stories about how he kicked someone's ass. Very Raphael-like. And we got Batman and Robin Year 1. Oh, shit. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Annual. I gave this a 4.2. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.1. That's the whole point of this. Tell you the ratings. Batman and Robin Year 1. Issue 12. I gave a 4.6. Comic Geeks gave this a 4.6. That is the last one of that series. For a full series, I gave it a 4.5. I thought that was a very solid book. Definitely check that out on a trade if you aren't reading that right now. Or maybe just grab issue 1, because they're not going for a lot of money. Then we got Supernatural issue 1. I gave this a 4.1. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.0. That feels exactly like a good episode of Supernatural. The way their dialogue's written, the way the characters act, I thought that was really good. So if you're a Supernatural fan, you might want to check that out. Flow, issue 2. I gave a 3.5. Comic Geeks gave a 3.6. I will be dropping this book. It's not horrible, but it's not great. And this last issue was just kind of eh. But it's about a girl who goes to summer camp and she gets her first period. She's had a very sheltered life, and it's just her and her dad. And the bullies at the camp convince her that she's under some kind of witchcraft or demon is possessing her. So yeah, but I wouldn't recommend. Sleep, issue 6. I gave a 4.2. Comic Geeks gave a 4.3. Sleep continues to be very, very good. The art is very, very fun. The just the way they're drawn is, very cartoony character-like, and it's all black, white, and red. They're starting to get closer to figuring out what demon is causing all this stuff. But yeah, it's a very dark story. I mean, his best littlest friend goes home for a bit and then shows back up with a black eye because her husband or boyfriend, I'm not sure which one it is, but he hit her. So it's just kind of weird seeing that with that very cartoony art, but a great book. Highly recommend. Ultimate Spider-Man 22. I gave a 4.0. Comic Geeks gave a 4.1. That is my favorite Marvel book right now. Still can't believe they're killing that off. So hopefully they will just keep doing Ultimate Spider-Man after they kill off the Ultimate, finish up this whole story. Because that is just amazing. It's the best Spider-Man I've read in, 5 years? Then we got It Killed Everyone But Me, issue 2. I gave this a 4.4. Comic Geeks gave a 4.1. This detective is thinking our main lady has something to do with the murders that took place, and she says, no, let me show you. So she's able to conjure up the demon that killed all her friends in the past to say, look, we're dealing with something else here. It's not a person. And the demon is so awesome in this. Really, really good. I don't know why it gives me Nailbiter vibes, but it does. And I love Nailbiter. Maybe it's because the art's kind of similar. But yeah, if you're a horror fan, I highly recommend you read It Killed Everyone But Me. Then we got Voyeur, issue 2. I gave a 3.9. Comic Geeks gave a 4.2. The art's incredible. The writing's incredible. Very good little Ocean's 11 type of heist about these two art thieves. They're about to steal art. But very good. Love Struck, issue 4. I gave a 3.9, and nobody else gave this a rating on Comic Geeks. I don't know. I thought this was really good and really fun. This lady and a fuck-up Cupid are trying to get her father back in love with the person he was supposed to have married, and he's kind of a super obnoxious rich guy, very cocky, and he's into all of a sudden like 20-year-old influencers. But yeah, very, very funny book. We got Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, issue 10. I gave this a 3.9. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.7. To be honest with you, to give the whole run a rating, I'm going to have to sit down and read it all. And I kind of also want to, I think I'm going to grab the DC Compact book of it and read the original Long Halloween and then read this and just see how it all goes together. I think that would be hopefully fun. And I didn't read this. I don't know why. I just don't feel like reading it. I've opened it a couple times and I'm not wanting to read it, so I'm not going to read it. But, alright guys. Did you agree with those ratings? Did you read any of those? Did you pick up any of these books I picked up this new week? Let me know what you got in the comment section. Let me know how you felt about those books that we rated and what Comic Geeks rated them. Sunday I will post the video going over what's coming out on Wednesday. And again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos and a lot of fun talking with you guys in the comments section. So everyone have a fun, safe weekend. Read some comics, and we'll talk later.